So, hold on. Sorry about that. Um, Quick question about movies in general. I think is there are a lot of movies that I've seen that are just kind of they're the topic in which their topic which they decide to cover in certain genres of movie. Uh, they are generally a little fucked up, and there are a lot of movies I've seen that have this kind of premise. And one movie I had a question about was, has anybody ever seen that movie Elephant? Because it seemed like harmless enough. What the fuck do I do here? Oh, hold on. I gotta get the blue key. I got the blue key. I just gotta unlock the door now. But Elephant. Yeah. Has anybody ever seen that? Because I feel like it's not unknown, but it's a little obscure as in terms of just movies in general, and the whole, I guess you could say the whole point of the movie is to go through. I don't know if anybody's remembers Columbine, which is pretty dour subject to bring up already, but basically this movie is that scenario, but not exactly that particular school. It's just a school, and two kids decide, oh, maybe we should go shoot this school up. Which I'm not saying it's this movie's awesome because of it. No, fuck that. Because this movie made me uncomfortable as far as the topic goes and the situation and which it carries out and the two characters that carry this out. And as far as, movies go, that's the more fucked up movie I've seen. And there's a certain movie I refuse to watch. And that's it's called a Serbian film, and things I've heard about it, and I've never seen any scene from it, but generally the things I've heard about it sound goddamn awful. Uh, yeah, I know it's a movie, but there's just some things you just don't need to watch. Uh, yeah, no, I refuse to see that movie ever. I don't care what anybody says about it. No, it's good, but really, I mean, that's all about perspective, really. It's all an opinion, and I just don't. I feel like I don't need to. Yeah, but aside from that, there are a lot of other movies that aren't like fucked up like that. That are, like, I think are generally good. Like a more obvious one is SLC Punk. I don't know how many people have seen that, uh, but if you haven't, I'd suggest you check it out. It's Matthew Lillard and Devin Sawa, which pretty good. It's about punk rockers in Salt Lake City, and that's as much as I'll say about it because saying anything away it might give something away. I'm not really sure if anybody's ever seen that movie. Uh, I know this is a gaming channel, but this is basically what my life consists of: is playing video games and watching movies. And that's pretty much it. The fuck do I go now? Oh, here we go. God, I might have to sneeze. Oh. Alright. Fucking. Where did the one go? Because it's still down there. Damn it. Can't we just stay together? Where are you? Did I lose him? Where is it? It's probably the one that ran off already. Fuck. Just backtracking for no reason. Um. No, yeah, no, those two movies pretty good. Elephant's kind of fucked, well, really fucked up. Uh, Considering, I don't know if that's ever happened to anybody, and I apologize because I don't mean to just bring up terrible memories. It's just that, yeah, no, just a movie that I kind of wish I've never seen, but I seen it, and I can't really unsee it, especially because it's that topic. And, makes people a little uncomfortable, understandably. But what the fuck? Which one am I missing? I'm really confused by this because, oh, I'm trying to think of another movie that was kind of like that. Because when I was younger, I used to live with my older sister, right? And my younger sister would stay up late and watch this. I think it wasn't HBO or Cinemax. It was some other channel that played movies a lot. And I guess around 3 a.m. or something like that, very late, they would play all these obscure like movies and shit. That's where she found SLC Punk, Elephant, and 1 Hour Photo. That one was fucking good. If for anybody doesn't know that one, it's Robin Williams, and he plays a character that develops film or photos in a department store or somewhere along the lines of like a Walmart. And for those of you who are a little younger than I, uh, there used to be a time where they had those like I guess you can call them disposable cameras where you'd have to wind them up, and they were like yellow and black, and they were made of plastic. And this is before like not cell phones. It was kind of before social media took off. Uh, but they would you would have to go into a store and personally like after you take a picture with this disposable camera, you wouldn't be able to see the picture right away, and you'd have to take it into this a place which developed film, and you would have to wait like I don't know, maybe a few hours or so for somebody specially trained to develop film in order to see your pictures, and that's how we got our pictures. It wasn't instantaneous like how you have a cell phone. Take the picture, you can see what it is right away. No, we didn't have that. Not everybody anyway. Oh fuck, I forgot the fucking thing. But no that. Oh yeah, no. Basically, that's what a photo photo developer was. If you've ever come in contact with something like that. But this movie was about one of those guys who developed film for a living and did it in a department store, and he was played by Robin Williams. And it's not the kind of movie you might be thinking of. Like when you think of Robin Williams, you think of, oh, he's a funny guy. He always plays these lighthearted characters and shit. It's not that kind of movie. It's more of a psychological thriller, and it's kind of weird to say because you motherfuckers, why do you jump off? Stay on the fucking bridge. God damn it. Okay, hold on. Let me just switch over to this little. There we go. No, it's 1 Hour Photo is the movie. Is a psychological thriller starring Robin Williams, and like when I heard that shit, I'm like, nah, there's no way he could have played a bad guy. He's the fucking genie in Aladdin. How could he be a bad guy? No, it's he's the bad guy, and without giving too much away, he gets obsessed over this family that he develops their photos for. And yeah, antics ensue and such. But for anybody who's not familiar with that movie, I suggest you Google it real quick and read the plot synopsis and kind of you'll get the gist of it. It's it's kind of fucked up, really. But no, that was my, as far as Robin Williams goes, that's probably one of my favorite movies he's done. And I feel like a lot of people don't talk about it because who wants to see their childhood just ripped to shreds by this one movie that this actor did? Which, kudos to him, because he was really branching out and playing other parts rather than sticking to comedies or kids films, because his stand-up was pretty bad, I think, sometimes. Some of his stand-up was kind of, I guess you could say, risque for considering the time period in which he did it, because a lot of comedians, I guess, didn't use curse words a lot, except for like I don't know, the only one I know of is George Carlin and Richard Pryor, but everybody knows who they are. But yeah, my favorite Robin Williams movie. God damn it, these fucking spiders! Get the fuck out of here! Let me just let me finish this fight, and then I'll be on my merry way. Let's just go ahead and speed this up a little quick. Okay, don't mind if I don't talk because it takes a lot of concentration. And oh, I'm not even blinking. Oh, god damn it. I didn't get it. I got one. I'm gonna die, aren't I? Goddamn spiders. They're the ones that are gonna kill me, huh? Shit. Cool. Alright. No. On the topic of weird, obscure movies, another one I feel like every time I try to talk about with somebody, they're like, "What the fuck? What kind of movie is that?" It's a Japanese gore film. It's Ichi the Killer, and I think it was my sister that introduced me to this shit, because I don't get grossed out a lot, but god damn this movie. I'm gonna end this on that note and just be like, you know what? Go watch Ichi the Killer. It's a fucking good time. If you have a weak stomach or you can't handle that shit, I suggest not to. But if you like that kind of like gory, kind of overly bloody movie. Also, I should say about this movie, it's kind of depressing, I guess you could say, because every time I watch it, I feel like I have to go, like, I don't know, watch fucking Care Bears or some shit, and I'm just like so down and just in like a weird mood after that. God fucking, why down here? Okay, but yeah, Ichi the Killer. It's a movie, so I'm gonna end it on that note. And like I said, go watch Ichi the Killer.